In this second video for the Chief's guitar, I'll be talking about the cutouts for the two non-people shaped coins. Also, be sure to click like and subscribe to follow the rest of this build as I drop the videos for it. Overall, the round coin's pretty simple. As you can see, originally I was going to use a different coin, but I decided against it at the last minute. Here I'm using a Forstener bit to cut the hole a little bit bigger, and I'm only going about halfway through the body. Next, I'll use a bit that's about 1/8 of an inch smaller to cut the rest of the way through. I wanted to leave about 1/16 of an inch shelf to help hold this coin in place. It turned out that the closest Forstener bit I had to this coin was exactly the same size, which made the hole just a little bit small and the coin wouldn't fit. So I had to do a little extra work on opening the hole up. I tried a couple of different things, but through some trial and error I found this sanding drum in my drill press to be one of the best ways to easily work some of the wood out of this hole and open it up. I set the depth to match the shelf in the middle of the hole, and then I could easily just kind of sand around the top half of the hole. As you can see, it's just gently massaging it into a larger diameter until the coin can fit. Once I get close, then it'll be time to do some final work with some hand sanding. Now I have a fit that's so perfect that I couldn't ask for anything better right here. The Arrowhead coin being irregular shaped took a little extra thought. Since it had some really tight inside corners, I couldn't get my marker in there to trace it. So I decided to use a razor blade to trace it out on some masking tape. Doing this gave me a pattern that I could easily work with. It's not lost on me here that I'm actually using the razor blade on the surface of this instrument, but I really didn't care much at this point because I know that later I'm going to be sanding the entire thing down anyway, so at this point I just really didn't care about that. I was more worried about getting the pattern. If I wasn't going to be completely stripping this whole thing down as far as I'm going to, I wouldn't be using the surface of this guitar as the table that I'm using it for right now.
Now
that I have a pattern that I like, which really doesn't need to be completely exact, so long as I follow it pretty close. Place the tape on the guitar where I want the coin to be, and then a little bit of red paint, and all of a sudden I have a pattern that I can see and work with and not worry about the tape being pulled out. Once the paint's dry, it's back to work with the Forstener bit, and then off to the jigsaw again. Just like in the previous video, this cut's not going to be exact. It's just going to get close, and then I'll go back and I'll refine it later with the Dremel router again. Here we are doing the Dremel tool with the router base again, and I'm only going to go about halfway through this time because on this coin I still want to have a little bit of a shelf like I did on the round coin to help hold it in place. But to start, I'm only going to cut about 3/16 of an inch deep, just enough for this coin to be able to sit into it so I can get the proper shape of the coin to have something to follow later when I start to cut deeper into the body. Now that I have a fairly decent fit on the shallow cut, I can use that as a pattern to cut the rest of the way through the body that I need to cut. Here I am trimming it out about halfway through the body and leaving a little bit of a shelf like I did on the round coin. Again, this is going to help hold the coin in place when I get ready to glue it. This part moves very quickly, so we're coming down to the end of how this is going to go together. Now we have the fit that I was looking for, and I'm quite happy with this. Everything's going to turn out fantastic on this guitar.